Blackfoot Communications is actively supporting the communities we serve across Montana and Idaho. We are installing hundreds of miles of fiber in our service territories, increasing the broadband experience in our rural communities. We are delivering remote workforce solutions for our business communities. We are creating new, innovative solutions for our local entrepreneurs and enterprise organizations. Learn how your company can benefit. Call today at 541-5000 or go to blackfootbusiness.com. Blackfoot Communications. Connect to more.
Just talk about the start overall. I mean, you're 4-0 in Big Sky Conference play, so it seems like you guys are gelling pretty well. What's been the key factors to you guys having a good start?
Key factor, just staying consistent and keeping our momentum going. We know we had 2 sweeps at Northern Colorado, and from then on, we told ourselves we got to keep that same energy going, no matter who we face. And credit to Portland State, because no team in the league presses like that for 40 minutes straight, and they did that caused us a few turnovers and stuff. But we just had to keep our momentum going, keep our same aggression and energy, and we had to find a way to keep ourselves back up, and that's what we did.
Hey, you mentioned their style. I mean, they press so much, they crash the offensive glass so hard. So what was it like preparing for it, and how do you think you guys did overall this weekend? And is it easier getting to do it back-to-back since it's not like a new scout in between?
Yeah, so our preparation was the same as we did on Thursday. We knew they were going to be aggressive, crashing the board, and they're one of the best teams in the country getting offensive rebounds and just rebounding as a collective. So we knew we had to do a good job on that and just maintain them each possession.
The free throw line, was that a priority? I mean, were you guys trying to get to the rim in the game plan, or how are you guys able to get to the free throw line so much and being able to knock them down? That was kind of the deciding factor.
Just being aggressive, attacking the rim. We knew that we got them in foul trouble earlier. So the main key was to just be aggressive, driving to the basket and trying to draw fouls, which we did.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Eddie, do you have anything?
Yep. How you doing, Amin?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Talk about, you and X have played really well together in the last couple of weeks, both you putting up double-digit points, X and 20 again. What's it been like being able to play with him and the success you guys have had?
It's been fun, honestly. On and off the court, we know we have a great relationship. So, and on the court, we know what we got to do. We know our game, we know our style, and we know how to utilize it on the floor. So if he's going to go off for 22, I'm going to let him do that. It was his night, and he produced, he helped the team out, and we needed him at the right time.
I'm good. Thanks, Amin.
Bo, do you have anything?
Yeah, Amin, I guess I'm just wondering, being able to hold them off down the stretch, what do you think was the key, late in the game?
Just to maintain ourselves, really keep our composure. I know we caused a few turnovers down the stretch, and some of the guys panicked, but we told them, just be calm. We're still up. We still got to do us. We still got to bring the ball back up and run our plays. And they did a good job pressuring us, which sort of had us worried at the start, but we managed to pick up our own energy.
How do you think this game might have been different from Thursdays, or similar? I don't know. How would you just compare the two?
There was more aggressive today than Thursday, in my opinion, because they knew what the mistakes they did on Thursday, and they tried to pick it up. And our objective was to just maintain it and handle their aggression.
Defensively, just kind of what stood out to you? Forcing them to 18 turnovers. What do you think was just the biggest thing for you guys defensively?
Just our rotation and scrambling out to guys and not leaving any guys open for an open shot, and just staying in front, guarding the one-on-ones, and communication on ball screens was great for us.
I guess what does it say about the team, now being 4-0 in conference play, and what do you think this means for the future?
Honestly, it don't mean anything. The season's still going. We haven't done anything yet. It's 4-0, but that don't mean nothing. We still got the same mindset of trying to do the same thing, win games, and move on.
And then you touched on, the free throws, but what's it like watching X when he can draw fouls the way he can?
Oh, it's great. It's fun to watch that. He's a small guard, and he's quick. So a lot of people can't really guard it. It's hard to guard small point guards in this league. And he's able to utilize bigs and just knowing when to attack and being aggressive. And he was big for us tonight.
Yeah, I was just curious, a bit of a slow start in the second half, but it seemed like you really turned it around and picked it up. So I was just curious, what you did,
I thought we got off to a great start in the second half. They only scored 2 points the first 4.5 minutes, and I think we did a little run to start the second half. Unless you're talking about the first half, I don't know which one you're talking about, but the second half, the first 4 minutes, we won that first 4 minutes, and I thought our energy kind of got us back into the game.
Yeah, I was just mentioning, you seemed to like really pick up what really going in beyond that, picking up like that 10-0 run, and I was just curious, where all that kind of what you felt like changed throughout the second half, if anything, or if you felt like you played consistently.
Yeah, I thought we started to get some stops. I thought we did a really good job guarding the basketball and keeping them in front of us, where they kind of hurt us last game, and we changed up our coverages on their guards because they're so fast and athletic. We switched a lot of stuff in order to keep them in front, and we made them shoot jump shots, which I thought helped us. And they didn't make as many as they did last game. Now, there still was a lot of long rebounds that they got a lot of them, but as long as they weren't getting easy shots at the paint, I thought that helped us. And we got some long rebounds too that we transitioned on that kind of got us back in the game.
And it was a pretty exciting last 20 seconds or so. I mean, what was going through your head as what were you stressed at all in that lead?
The only thing going through my head was getting that clock down to 0, and it couldn't move any faster. They're always a threat. Whether they could be down 6 with 10 seconds to go, they still have a chance. And what worried me was they had the possession arrow, and so I thought when they were going to press, they were going to try to tie our guy up, and then they'd get possession of the ball. And so I told our guys to really be strong with the ball and chin it to make sure they came in and fouled. But no, it's always scary with them when there's time on the clock.
Let's move on to Paul Schwedelson.
I guess, Danny, you mentioned, mixing up that defense, forcing them into those kinds of shots. Just kind of what does it say about the team to be able to do that and adjust and have it pay off too?
Yeah, our guys are growing up. We're getting a little better every game. And I thought, a couple guys, I thought Tyler Patterson was aggressive tonight. I said, hey, you can't be tentative. I don't care if you make mistakes. And I thought his 3 threes were huge. But I also think defensively that was one of his best games that he's had in a long time.
And then, just coming down to the wire, making some key plays, especially defensively. How encouraging is that, even a game when you did get out rebounded and, did give up the second chance points, but to close it out like that?
Yeah, I thought our seniors did a great job. I thought even Amin Jabril, I thought, they did a really good job. I thought DK came in and gave us good minutes in that first half when Jabril got in foul trouble. And, and that's what you need in conference. Your seniors got to carry you the last 7-8 minutes of the game. And I thought they did that. I thought we got to the free throw line pretty good. Even though we didn't shoot as well as we wanted the last 8 minutes of the game. But we still put pressure on them and we got them into foul trouble to where we were at least shooting 2 instead of a 1-on-1.
What makes X so good at getting to the line?
He's just, he uses his size to his advantage. Coming off ball screens, he's really hard to guard. And when he turns the corner, those big guys, he's into their legs. And once he does that, his speed, he can get to the rim or you're going to foul him. And, he's always been that size, like I said before, and he knows how to play at that size.
And being 4-0 at this point in conference play, just kind of how encouraging is that for you for the future?
It's encouraging. We still know, we have a lot of work to do, and we got to get better on Monday because, going to Flagstaff's never easy to win, and we still got, 14 games left in league, 14 games left, I think, and we got it's a long season, and we just got to continue to get better.
Great, thank you.
Thanks,
Eddie. You have anything?
Yeah, I just got one. Coach, obviously work's not done yet, but you kind of touched on it, but you're 4-0. How does that feel after, especially being one of the later teams to start in Big Sky play?
I mean, it's great. It's better than being 2-2, 3-1, or 1-3. I know that, but I mean, it's good. I think our guys are getting rewarded for a lot of the work that they put in, and we got to continue to put that work in because now that you're 4-0, you got a bullseye on you, you know, and you're going to get people's best shot. And teams are going to still, the more film that comes out, they're going to try to take things away. And we got to keep improving, you know, to keep that edge. Eddie, where
Hey, I'm good. Hey, I got the recording. It was cracking me up. You have no idea.
Okay.
Coulter, what do you got?
Hey, Danny. Obviously, they play such an unorthodox style, especially with the way they crash the glass. Is there any way you can combat that? I mean, obviously, you're trying to hang with them on the glass, but is there another area you can emphasize that maybe that's a deficit for them in where you can kind of make up where they make so much money on the glass?
You know, no, I think when you do get a rebound, you got to transition on them, you know, because they're sending 5 guys to the glass. So if you get a long rebound, you know, when you're pushing the ball, it's pretty much a primary break. You can get some easy ones if you rebound it. Now, it's a lot easier said than done, but, you know, you have to make them pay for going to the offensive glass so hard once you secure the rebound. And I thought X did it a couple times, especially tonight early. You know, I thought him and Amin got a couple, and we got out in transition. You know, we got Tyler Patterson a couple threes that way. And I think that's critical when you play Portland State.
My only other question, what do you think of just the same opponent twice in a row now that you've had to do it a couple weekends in a row?
It's hard. You know, it's hard. You know, it's fun. I think the game gets a little testy, especially the second night. You know,
sure.
Both teams played with great energy, and that's what Portland State does. That's why they're fun to play. And, you know, I thought their bench, I thought they were terrific, you know, and their guys coming in and you know, and I thought our guys handled it. You know, I thought both teams kept their head pretty good, you know, when there could have been some, you know, flare-ups, and I thought both teams were really disciplined. But it's gonna get interesting the more, you know, the longer this season goes and teams get tired and get a little more.
All righty. Well, hey, great game, X. Another big game for you. I'm not a big guy myself. I was telling Bill, it makes me want to go out there and play. But how's it feel to be able to continue to have this success multiple weeks in a row?
It feels great. You know, it's great for our confidence, my confidence, and I mean the team. We just look confident. We feel like we're never out of games. Portland State, that's a really good team, really athletic. I mean, defensively, they were all over the place. So I mean, beating teams like that in that fashion, I mean, it's definitely a confidence booster.
And then obviously the big storyline of every last couple of games, you know, you being able to get to that free throw line. How big is that for the team when you're able to do that and get a lot of points that way?
Yeah, I mean, I got to draw fouls. You know, I got to put pressure on the defense, and I'm kind of mad with myself. I missed them 2 big free throws at the end, but you know, I'll definitely make up for it. But yeah, I mean, just getting to the free throw line, I feel like that's part of my game. You know, coach trusts me, and my teammates trust me to, you know, make plays and get down there in the paint and attack. So, you know, I just got to keep doing it, you know, keep executing.
I'm good. Thanks, X.
Thank you.
Paul Schwedelson, you got anything?
Yeah. Hey, X. I'm just wondering about, making some defensive adjustments. What stood out to you just about how you're able to do that, you know, force them into some tougher shots and how big of a difference that made?
That's a really talented team. Offensively, they have some really good guards that can make shots, and we just tried to make it tough on them. You know, we wanted to make them take tough jump shots, tough twos, and you know, I felt like we really guarded the ball. You know, we stayed in front of the ball, especially in the second half. I felt like we played some really good defense and made it tough on them.
How much do you feel like that is a sign of improvement from earlier in the year?
It's a big sign. You know, Coach is big on defense. We're big on defense, and we have to be able to guard and get stops. And, you know, second half we did that. First half, you know, they turned us over, you know, got going, and, you know, credit to them. But we just have to make some adjustments. And, you know, defense is important. You know, you can't win without defense. And so we got to keep getting better and, you know, keep grinding with it.
I guess to win a game when even though you got out rebounded by so much, why do you think you guys were able to do that? You know, regardless of the rebounding.
Yeah, they kicked our butt on the boards, but I mean we just stay with it. You know, we have a resilient group of guys, and I mean, you know, not everything's gonna be perfect, not everything's gonna go our way, but you just gotta fight through it and figure it out.
I guess I know you touched on it a little bit, but with getting to the line as much as you're able to, Is that something you kind of always have been able to do, or kind of where does that come from? Do you feel like?
I kind of feel it's something I've always been able to do. We work on a lot of finishing drills, attacking, and if you want to score the ball, you gotta be able to get to the line. So I feel like it's really helpful for our team. I feel like we got them in the bonus really early in both halves, and just made free throws. Could have did better, but getting to the line is definitely important. You got to get to the line to win games.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Coulter, do you have anything?
I think Coulter left.
Coulter's gone. How about Bo? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I just had one question. I was curious. You were shooting a lot at the free throw line tonight, and having that crowd noise drop in an empty field house. What's that kind of experience like, and what's the difference as you've seen it from previous seasons, energy wise?
It's weird, I feel like we've adjusted to it, but it's weird, because we hear the crowd know what's going on, and then like out of nowhere it just stops, and it get lonely at that free throw line for sure. But it is what it is. We're still adjusting to it, but everybody's dealing with it, so we just got to keep going and keep figuring it out.